The Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1. Date August 3rd, 2023. Decree. We hereby express our respect to you and have the honor to state the following. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is the owner and the manager of the world account at the World Sovereign Bank of the Order Hospitallers. Account number 010001 4888877 C3AM01, distributed among various banks and countries around the world. As a reminder, Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is the owner and manager of the world account at the World Sovereign Bank of the Order of Hospitallers. Account number 01 73516 222 777 888 distributed among various banks and countries around the world. As a reminder, Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 is the absolute owner and manager of assets, including accounts under the names Wise Spiritual Boy, Spiritual Wonder Boy, Spiritual Wonder Brothers, Morning Star, King David, Prophet Muhammad, Demas and Saint Timothy, White Mongolia, White Vatican, White Eagle, Maria Sinukan or Divine Crystal, Maria Banaha or Divine Sunflower, Maria Christina or Divine Magdalene, Maria Macklin or Divine Easter Egg, Falcon, Alpha Omega, and other accounts placed in all countries of the world. We hereby confirm all previous legal and subordinate international acts approved by the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, namely resolutions and orders and all other legal and subordinate international acts of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, in fulfillment of the sacred mission to exit the global financial crisis, the prevention of a third nuclear war, in order to eliminate the destructive, toxic and incapacitated debt, fit financial system, and in order to create light, world, financial system based on heavenly principles and the gold standard, namely on the sacred spiritual gold of the treasuries of RA, M0, M1, XCU, ensuring the light humanity in its development and prosperity according to the divine law of creation. In fulfillment of the Decree number 29, resolution dated March 21st, 2023, and other sovereign international legal and sublegal acts of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 and the norms of international law, by the right of the Supreme Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1, as the absolute owner and chief regulator of the entire world financial system, as the absolute owner and manager of all world assets under the exclusive historical right from the creator of the new era, hereby decides, in connection with the violation of international financial law and the divine law of creation, and based on the complete criminalization of the fit financial system, to deprive the right of subjectivity to recognize all financial, corporate, and other funds, including the so-called sovereign funds, in all countries of the world, outside the divine law of creation and outside the law, including so-called sovereign funds in all countries of the world, in all subjects, in all corporations and throughout the world. All specialized subjects of the law shall immediately initiate a criminal investigation with criminal liability to the fullest extent of the law and international norms of criminal law on international, criminal, terrorist, financial, and corporate and other funds, including the so-called sovereign funds in all countries of the world, in all subjects, in all corporations, and throughout the world of the owners, participants, organizers, accomplices, and satellites, as well as all family members of owners, members, participants, organizers, their accomplices and satellites who have been conducting their criminal activities for a long time. All types of assets and any property belonging to the international, criminal, terrorist, financial, and corporate, and other funds, including the so-called sovereign funds in all countries of the world, in all subjects, in all corporations throughout the world, its owners, participants, organizers, accomplices, and satellites, as well as all family members of the owners, members, participants, organizers, their accomplices, and satellites, are subject to immediate confiscation and transfer to the balance sheet of the Sovereign Treasury Monetary 1, with subsequent distribution and use for the development of programs and projects of light humanity. We hereby confirm that these sovereign funds have been an official sovereign registration to the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary 1 and also have a sovereign charter created by the sovereign and confirmed by the World Council of the Sovereigns. Real sovereign funds have the status of inviolability in the divine law of creation throughout the world. In fulfillment of this decree, all international and state, counter-terrorist and legal law enforcement organizations, all military organizations, to all actual orders, to all masters of the world system, to all masters of the world financial system, all international and country-control organizations, to all missionaries performing a mission before the one God, the all Creator, bringing light and knowledge to the world, to all world spaces, Yavi, Navi, Slavi, and Pravi, pursuant to the all light, all of heaven, all divine providence, to all great divine providence, all great cosmic forces, all divine armadas, all divine fleets, as well as the great fleet of RA, immediately begin to implement this decree in terms of its full implementation. To all bright humanity and all international subjects of law, organized on the basis of the principles of popular sovereignty and observing the principles of popular sovereignty, the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One strongly recommends that the procedure of self-organization in their country be carried out in order to manifest the supreme people's power of the sovereign and return the status of their motherland for light, peaceful, and creative development of universal love and friendship throughout the world. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One recommends a competent and light approach to the issue of self-organization at the system level. The Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One wishes all countries, all clans and tribes, all nations of the world, of all bright humanity, the speedy restoration of their bright home under the sovereign flag and the sacred name Motherland in the universal creative construction of our bright world as the universal native temple. Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One firmly confirms this statement and in the future to impartially and correctly fulfill its light mission to restore justice and build the all-light, all-heavenly system, which should and will faithfully serve the bright humanity, and consequently, all God, all Creator, all creative family of the Supreme as the one all heavenly, all to God, all to the Creator, all creative of all existing and all non-existent, in the creation of all light, all great, all heavenly. Om. His Majesty Alexander, the King of Kings, Vice Spiritual Boy, Secretary General of the Sovereign International Treasury Monetary One, President of Vice Spiritual Boy, RSB Global Corp Incorporated, Grand Intendant of the Sovereign Order of St. John Jerusalem, Rose, Malta, the Supreme Sovereign of the Order of the Hospitallers, Chairman of the Board of the World Sovereign Bank of the Order of the Hospitallers,